Yes, people. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Whatever you want to call it. Big up to everybody. Sorry, I can't get my words out there. Good evening and welcome to the Straightjacket podcast 203. I don't know why I'm excited. I don't know why I'm in a good mood, but I am, Nuruddin. I actually am. I don't know why I'm in a good mood.
You know why? Low key deep down, you know we're out of the Europa League. That's why you're happy.
No, we're having it. Barcelona. Who are ya?
That's what Villa fans were singing yesterday. That's what they were singing. Who are ya?
Listen, man, I still can't believe we lost yesterday to 17th team called Aston Villa. But it's the beauty of the Premier League, man. Listen, we want this in the Premier League.
Listen, Saeed, calm down. Yesterday, we got wrapped in a lovely lamb shawarma, or a falafel wrap. We got wrapped, all the sauce, all of the different salads, even some of the onions. We got absolutely touched up. We got molested yesterday, mate. Trust me.
Yeah. Listen, man. It is what it is. Big up to everybody who's locked in. Aaron will be here, man, people. He's just running late from work. It's traffic central in Manchester. You know what it's like, man. You know what I mean? But big up to everybody who's here. The trio will be back. But Nuruddin, how are you? Monday feeling? You know what? Europa League draw. Let's start with that one, yeah? Barcelona. Are we having them, Nuruddin? Are we having the Spanish Ollie? The Spanish Ollie?
My dream's coming true, mate. Arrivederci. Ciao, Bella. Hasta luego, Europa. Yes!
Why have you got such a hate against the Europa League? Like, it's a competition.
Did you see the performance on Sunday? We cannot fight on all fronts. Get out of the League Cup on Thursday. We can't on the FA Cup and the League, mate. Simple.
No. We want to win that League Cup. We want to win the Europa League. You know what it is, Nuruddin? You're making excuses for why we shouldn't spend in January. If we spend in January, why shouldn't we win them trophies?
What do you know something we don't know, Saeed? Have you got an inside track?
No, but I'm saying the idea of we're making, like, we're feeling like we have to prioritize competitions. That shouldn't happen at Man United Football Club. We should be spending money at January.
United Football Club.
No, but I'm saying we need to spend in January. If we don't spend in January, they're taking a piss. Sorry?
You know the only money that we spend in January? You know the only money we spend in January is dividends, mate. Cha-ching, for all the 5 or 6, 7 glazers, mate. Cha-ching for them. That's why. That's the only money we spend on January.
IQ's telling me to wake up. Listen, I am awake, mate, and we need to spend in January. I'm not having this shit, man. I'm not having Ilanga coming off the bench. Your boy Ilanga, mate, doing nothing. I'm not having that. I'm not having Freddie McTominay, unused subs on the bench. Pelestri, there to make numbers. Shortile. We've got players on the bench that are just there just to make numbers, Nuruddin. It's not good enough, man.
Numbers FC. Here we go. It gets a bit like Numbers FC, mate. Numbers FC. Listen, Man United know your football club, Saeed. You think you support
but I'm saying, I know my football club. I know the Glazers don't want to spend money in January. But the thing is, knowing that and putting the pressure on and hopefully that they do it, they need to do it, man. Because you ain't going to drag this out all season. You're not going to drag out them players all season. We need quality. There's too much deadwood in the squad, man. There's too much that just have no purpose at all. Like McTominay and Fred, their only use is to certain games and certain ideas and certain game plans. When you're losing the game, what do you do with Fred and McTominay? Like, seriously, Lord, like, what do you do? Like, and that's why he didn't bring him on. I'm thinking, Zidane Iqbal. Go and get Zidane Iqbal.
You know what? Yesterday, I started a space in it because as soon as he went 3-1, I knew Man United weren't scoring 3 from away from home. So I just chilled. So it is what it is. Big up, Claire. What it is. The biggest thing for me is that who did he bring on? He brought on Martial to play number 10, Ilanga to play out wide, and who else came on? Malacia. Because he was on a yellow card. Shaw's on a yellow card.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a wrap, mate. The reason why I've been telling you I despise Europa League all came into one game. And yet again, I am vindicated. I have yet to lose all my predictions come true, my friend. I have yet to lose. And I'm telling you now, Manchester United, other than pay out dividends, are not spending money in January. Deadwood FC.
You might as well forget the season then, innit?
Deadwood FC for life, mate. That's
you know what I mean? Like,
name.
Ted might as well leave.
And now we're linked with a guy called a 34-year-old striker.
Who? I don't know that. Who's that?
Guy used to play for Stoke back in the day. He might do a bit of combination play with Fred.
Choupo-Moting. Bloody, I can't. Even me, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want Choupo. I've got PTSD over 30 years.
You know what? He's played about. He must have played at least 12, 13 years. No, he must have played at least 15 years of football. He's still not 100 goals.
Yeah.
He's 400 and something appearance. And he's still on 90 something, 80 something like that, 99 something like that goals. Big up Choupo-Moting, mate. Retirement FC, mate. Man United retirement. You were telling me about Eriksen, something. What did I say to you about Eriksen?
Here we go. There we go. I told you so. I told you so. He's back. What about Casemiro? He's going to be back later on in 2 years' time. I told you so about Casemiro.
No, it's only 2 years' time. Listen, one thing I've noticed, and I've been telling everybody who wants to listen to me, and I know nobody wants to listen to me, I've been telling everyone and their nan that come about 50 minutes, something like that, during the game, he gets too shattered. And his defensive positioning is horrendous because he's more attackingly forward-thinking player. Yeah. And defensively, when we're getting bullied, he does nothing. On the ball, he's good, but actually, is he that good? Because he keeps eating the first line.
Come on, man. Nordin, what have you got against Eriksen, man?
My point is simple. That the bye guy's gassed out. He's gassed out. So who
you blaming then? Blame who you're going to blame then?
Gassed out, mate. Gassed out.
Blame who you're going to blame then?
Gassed out. And my guy said, I'm not here to sit on the bench. Well, you gassed out, mate.
I don't think it's all his fault, though. I don't think it's all his fault. But the thing is, though, Nordin, why have you got that much pressure on Eriksen? Why have you got that kind of idea?
It's the same. No, it's the same because they're not being rotated. The pressure goes to Ten Hag as well. Why are Man United not creating chances? Why don't we ever attack from our fullbacks? Any team that shuts down the middle, right? We try to play through the middle. Every time, any team that shuts that down, and any time that we got players coming off, there's massive gaps and spaces in our team. Casemiro hasn't got the legs to go up and down. I felt sorry for him yesterday. He
was the best player.
So it's simple. He's not. This manager's stubborn, and I told you about this manager as well.
Oh, here we go again.
I said, have I not told you about his stubbornness?
Yeah. You did say that.
He's stubborn, right?
But also, what quality have you got though, Nordin? There's stubbornness and there's
also. I don't care. Put them on.
No, you don't just put on any player for no reason, Nordin.
Put them on so the whole world can see how shit they are.
But then his job is on the line. Then he can't do them decisions just because you want him to. He's got to assess everything. He's got to understand what players he's got. Sorry.
We're getting beaten anyway. We're getting
no. You don't know the picture.
We can't score goals, mate. We can't score goals.
Yeah, most of our attackers are out. That's the problem. Our attackers are out in a minute. But for me, you've got to understand that he's got Deadwood. He's not going to bring them on for no purpose. What is the point of bringing McTominay and Fred on? Like, what are you going to do with that? Like, seriously, Nordin.
Listen, go to Harrison. Harrison, eat your own feces, my friend. All right? Eat your own feces. Harrison just said something about Rashford, me hyping Rashford. Eat your own feces. Rashford is still the top scorer in this club, mate. Remember
he's asking what did you do yesterday.
What you're talking about.
He's asking you what he said to you. What did you do yesterday?
Top scorer. He's still top scorer. A team that creates.
He didn't ask you that, though. He didn't ask you that.
A team that creates zilch. He's still top scorer. A team that creates zero. He's still top scorer.
You will defend Rashford to the hill. What did he do yesterday, though? He's asking you what you did yesterday.
Nothing. I told you because he shattered. I said to you against West Ham, he was shattered.
So everyone's shattered then.
They are.
So the same
because the manager's overplaying them. So they are shattered. Can you not see that they're not shattered, Saeed? Can you not see that?
Yeah, I understand that, but you were saying about Eriksen, he looks a bit like
he's shattered. He gassing. Listen, he was gassing out even when we were on fire. He was gassing out.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I don't believe
he was gassing out even way before. Wait, because he didn't have a proper preseason. He didn't.
Has the manager got some? You know, in terms of the tiredness, I think
People only talk about Ronaldo, Saeed. Nobody talks about he not had a proper preseason. Ericsson's not had a proper preseason.
Yeah, well, yeah. To be fair, he come straight in, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah. You know, for me though, I think there's, when you talk about a manager, without people saying, "Oh, Ten Hag, this and that," constructive criticism. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was parts of me, and people will know when I said it in the Europa League. There was parts of me when I said, "Yeah, Ten Hag needs to chill." There's a lot of strong games we're playing in the Europa League. I think we can get away with playing certain players in the Europa League and still winning the game. And that's where I'm looking at, thinking there was like the game against Sheriff at home. He played Casemiro, Ericsson, and Bruno. And I'm like, you only need to win the game against a team that really sat back. Did you need to do that? Did they need to play an extra game like that? That's what I would have done.
They did. All of them played, and we didn't score to the last second.
Yeah, the ammonia one, yeah.
No, it was. What was the score against Sheriff?
Big up. Aaron is in the building.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
can hear you.
What? I can't hear you guys. One second. What's going on?
Yeah, you might come in and out, and it might one of them where you come in and out.
What's going on here, man?
Yeah.
You
might have to come in and out. Try in and out.
Are
you on a MacBook?
One sec.
Oh, you won't be able to hear me anyway.
Yo. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, man. Big up to Aaron in the building. He's back in the building.
Aaron, that face, you know what? Everybody gets that face in it when they're stressed out.
Aaron, what are you telling me, man? What are you telling me?
Yo, I'm doing good, man. Sorry. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, bro. Finally back on the Straightjacket podcast, man. Do you know how many people? Do you know how many people messaged me telling me like, "Yo, why are you not on the Straightjacket podcast? Are you beefing Saeed? Are you beefing Nordin?" I'm like, no.
I got so many messages like that, and I'm like, yo, everyone's been busy, everybody's been working. Aaron's on BBC, man. This guy is global now, man. We have to message Aaron and say, yo, are you free? Yeah.
Are you available?
Are you available? BBC Aaron, man, doing big things, man. And this is part of the journey, man. You get me? So big up to Aaron. You've been doing big things and that. Aaron, man, how are you first and foremost, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Yeah, man, living, obviously trying to progress every day.
Come on.
Trying to, working hard. And yeah, man, I've been doing good. Obviously, Man United here and there, sometimes they're giving us headaches, but we move.
Talk to me. We're just discussing everything. Yesterday, especially in terms of the team, Nordin saying there's a lot of tiredness, fatigue at the minute. Should Ten Hag rotate a bit more? What's your opinions? And I'm saying no. He's got a lot of deadwood in the team, and he don't want to rotate with just next man for the sake of it. What's your opinion on what's going wrong? Right. Well, yesterday what went wrong?
I think it's a bit of both. I think there is fatigue in it, but there is also a thought of Ten Hag. He wants to make changes, but he's looking at his bench and he's thinking, nah, I can't play this guy.
Yeah.
Like certain people have not even gotten a sniff, bro. Wan-Bissaka has completely left the face of the earth, bro. We haven't seen him since Rangnick.
You haven't seen him in Archies, you know what I mean? Normally you catch him in Archies and that with Nordin, but he's not been in Archies.
That's where I usually see him. But yeah, I think it's a mixture of both, man. He's looking at his bench and thinking, I can't really play this guy. But then he's looking at his squad that he's playing every week and he's thinking, okay, I can't play this guy too much because there's fatigue. And I think we're seeing this with someone like Ericsson. Ericsson has been, it's like the sharpness left a little bit. It's like the passes are not really, coming off like they used to. Yeah. And it's fatigue, man. And boy, a poor guy, man. He's played pretty much every single game since he signed for the club. And he's going to go to the World Cup and play every single game for Denmark. And then he's going to come back again. And we just have to hope that whoever is going to the World Cup with their country is coming back fit. And congratulations to Casemiro, Anthony and Fred and Telles for being called up for Brazil. So let's hope that obviously Telles plays on loan for Seville, but Casemiro, Anthony and Fred, let's hope and pray that they come back in one piece.
Absolutely, man. Big up to the Brazilian boys in there. But I just think for me, we have to get rid of this, the deadwood, man. And it's down to as well John Myrtle in terms of, for me, he needs to understand that, yo, Ten Hag doesn't want these players. Get rid of them quickly so we can actually have, like, I looked at yesterday, Nuruddin. We didn't have any ball carriers in that midfield, like, no ball carriers, nothing on the bench to change things. Like, we brought on Martial, but then he went up front and played like a little 10 role. Then he went on the left. It was a bit of a mixture. But the fact that we don't have anything to change on the bench of real quality, like, bro, that's embarrassing, man, for a club like United. Like, it's embarrassing when you deep it. Like, no one to change the game. Because that 3-1 we didn't look like we're scoring for like 50 minutes, 40 minutes.
Chickens have come home to roost. Listen, I started a space on Twitter, all types of Twitter spaces, because I knew Man United weren't scoring three goals away from home. So 60 minutes gone, whatever. When the third goal went in, it was good night Vienna, mate. I you know what I like when other teams slap us up, I take my medicine and I just hold it. That's what I do. But it's something that I predicted. I predicted that you can't fight for Europa League and also expect Ten Hag to get in style of play and intensity and aggression into these players. At the same time, he can't. He's got to cut his losses for me. The Europa League has been the biggest waste ever. Every game, like you mentioned earlier, we've played our first team in every game. We couldn't rest because match game 1, the referee does some madness. We don't create enough, and the rest is history. So at the end of the day, Erik ten Hag has got more worries than worrying about Europa League or League.
But you said we can't make top 4. I see you tweet. You can't make top 4.
Yeah, I don't think we can because to me the Europa League thing, and he wants to go in because he wants to fight for every trophy. And to me, you're gonna make yourself thin everywhere, and you're gonna achieve jack all. I don't think so. Some fans, some of our younger fan base, want a trophy. Pick one and focus on that one. Because to me, top 4 ain't happening, man. It's not happening because we're not consistent.
Norden, which if you just said focus on one trophy, which one would you choose?
FA Cup.
FA Cup, okay.
FA Cup. Are you having me on over Europa League?
Are you kidding me? Whoa, 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 whoa! I don't want to ever hear that tune in my head. I don't think any of you realize. I don't think any of you guys.
It's a European trophy, Nuruddin. You know what European trophy is?
I hate that. I'm sorry, that trophy reminds me what Meadows Man United are now. That's what it reminds me.
And you know what's crazy? When the Europa League, and obviously we all watched the draws today. We could probably say that we arguably got the best fixture in both competitions. Can you imagine that?
Yep.
Out of all you know what? Okay, PSG Bayern Munich, that's a very good fixture.
Yeah.
But after PSG Bayern, you could probably say that we got the most attractive fixture. But then 100%. It's in the Europa League.
Listen, Liverpool, Real Madrid is a story.
Liverpool, Real Madrid, yeah, of course. Liverpool,
also, this gets you to the Champions League, Lord. So why would you turn your nose down on that? If this gets you into the Champions League, but the FA Cup just gives you.
Manchester United are not ready for European football. Let me say this again. I'll say it slowly for you guys. I'll say it for the people at the back. Manchester United qualify for top 4. They get knocked out. We panic in the group stages. We panic if we're gonna be kicked out to the Europa League.
That's not good to say, man.
I'm sorry. I look at the players we have. Manchester United better stay out of European competition, build a proper squad, try to compete in the league, try to win an FA Cup here and there, and build a team that can maybe challenge for a league title. Man United have not done that. Instead, what do? We flirt with Champions League. We get demoted to Europa League. Or sometimes we go straight to the knockouts when we get knocked out last 16. Then we go back again. We do the same. That's what it's been in the last 10 years. My argument, I've got the facts for, the evidence for. You guys just have hearsay. And I'm telling the guys in the comments, where have Man United been in the last 9-10 years? We've been in and out of the Europa League. We've been in and out of the Champions League. What's the closest we've ever come competing in the Champions League?
Quarterfinals against Barcelona, and we lost.
But you know, Nuruddin though, that premise.
And you know what? We only matched that by Munich before by David Moyes.
Yeah, but that argument, Nuruddin, and Aaron, I want to bring you into it. Is that Man United have to finish below 7th every season, and then you're like focus on the league. United are not going to do that. We don't want to lose for the sake of it.
I'm saying to you, if we were a football club, we're not a football club. We are not. We're
No,
owned by PR scammers. That's what we're owned by. So they don't do properly. Raniak already told you we need 10 players. And people laughed at him. And people are now telling me, they're going to be all right. No, Europa League was a distraction. We did a lot of miles, flew everywhere here, and I'm glad now in the next round.
No, you're not answering my question. Logistically, how does that happen at United? You're saying that it's better for us not to be in the Champions League. Logistically, how is that going to happen then? We just forfeit. We just kind of don't play good.
Listen, because the Glazer model falls apart then. Because the only model they have at Man United not to win trophies. The model they have is to get into top 4. But when we get to top 4, we either get knocked out or get demoted to Europa League. So what's the point?
Aaron, what do you reckon?
Sorry, what was the question?
Do you agree with that? Man United shouldn't be in the Champions League because we don't really get anywhere. I think for me, there's part of that where you think, you know what, the Glazers don't deserve to be in the Champions, etc., etc. But there's also a part of us that have to almost like believe in what Ten Hag is trying to do, and then, you know, hopefully that he gets the signings that he wants and he can build something off there. You know, being a part of a fan, you have to have a bit of hope, but then you also have to have a bit of reality. I agree with Nuruddin in that sense.
I get what Nuruddin is trying to say, because what he is essentially saying is, with this current team now to be in the Champions League next season, even if we do qualify, yes, I'll be happy, but I don't think we'll be ready just yet. Because remember, that team that Ten Hag had with Ajax, that team was ready. They were ready for Champions League football. They were young, they were fearless, and they at that point they had mastered Ten Hag's tactics, Ten Hag's way of playing to perfection. We all remember that video of the training session, bro. They were doing it with the eyes closed, bro.
I've seen that.
Boom, bang, bang, knocking it around. 1 touch, 2 touch, boom, boom, boom. They could do that in their sleep. We haven't reached that stage yet. So even if we do qualify for the Champions League next season, I don't think we'll go far. Yes, we'll maybe get out of the group because the Champions League is tough. Let's not get it twisted. But I get what he's trying to say.
But you know what supports my argument? Look at what Arteta doing at Arsenal. He didn't chase no Europa League. He didn't chase no Champions League.
He did chase Europa League.
No,
they
finished 8th twice. Am I right or wrong?
When they win the Europa League, they went out to Villarreal.
Yeah, right. Okay, but what did they do? They finished. They when they got out of that, what did they do? They focused, and now they're proper. Now this team, if Arsenal don't make Champions League this season, it's the biggest travesty because they've had the greatest start in the history of Arsenal in any league season. That's the greatest start ever. So if they don't get top 4, it would be the ultimate disaster ever for this start. So I'm saying it to you is simple. Look at Newcastle. Newcastle don't have the players we have. They got Eddie Howe and all those muppets. They used to laugh at me, especially on this podcast. Well, who's laughing now? Because Eddie Howe knows how to play ball, mate. He knows.
And also he's given time.
I'll be shocked if they don't bury Chelsea on Sunday as well. Because to me, that'll be a travesty. That will be against the form. I'll be shocked if they don't wrap up Chelsea like they've been wrapping up teams. I say this is simple. Manchester United Football Club need to humble themselves. We need to have a season where we're not in the Champions League or Europa League. We need to do that because we've been just on. It's the hope that kills you. We are expanding too much. Saeed, I look at it. Look at how many players we sold this season. Look how many players are still on the books. Telles, Bailly, Jones, Tuan Sabi, Donny van der Beek, Anthony Martial. Right? Who else that needs to be sold?
What you think Martial?
Players.
Donny needs to be given time.
Ronaldo.
You turn on Donny then.
Listen, Ronaldo. No, I'm not turning on Donny. I just think the kid needs a break. He needs to get away from everything to do with Man United. And he needs to go and play in a place where there's no pressure. You see how he was going up yesterday? Everybody blaming him for this. Right? You're blaming him for this. The fact that Man United can't create Jack.
Aaron.
And in the meantime, this manager is still trying to play style of play. He's still trying to embed his way of playing. So why are you going to tax him with fatigued footballers, putting so much pressure? Because we're Man United. That name means F all, mate. That meant in the last 10 years, name means Jack. We're doing that now, And we're going to try to force him to play all these competitions. Players burn out. Players are going to get injured. Man United are going to end up with zilch.
But you know what?
And he could get sacked if he doesn't do what the Glazers say by finishing top 4.
But there you go. So then you lose a manager like Ten Hag. No, Aaron, do you agree with the idea of going backwards to go forward? Because I just feel like you're going to be stuck either way anyway with these owners. I just think for me, use the Champions League as a bargaining tool to get better players, and hopefully then you get the manager trying to play better football. You know, I think, to be honest with you, if we have Ten Hag in the Champions League, we'd be at least maybe be good enough to get through the next round. And then from there onwards, we're not going to be a team that will win it, but we'll try and get as far as we can. Where are you on it in terms of Europa League, Champions League, trying to be in it? Because I don't think the manager would down tools just to make a point of, you know what, I'd rather play one game a week. I don't think he would.
Yeah, I think he's got a nature of a winner in it. And I don't think he'll want to down tools in either competition. I think he will try. I'm not going to say he's going to go for everything, but he will try and do his best in every competition. What competition?
Aaron, with this squad, with the World Cup the way it is, with a congestion of games, Man United cannot do that.
Yeah, and I've seen because obviously now we've got that weird playoff thing in the Europa League.
Yeah.
There is virtually no way to fit those games in our schedule because we already have midweek games like when we come back, and it's crazy. So I don't know how they're going to do it.
We still got to fit in Leeds and Crystal Palace, which because of the Queen's death. So
we still have to fit in those 2 games. Yeah, true. Yeah, we still have to fit in those 2 games as well, man. So I don't know how we're going to do this, man. The only solution for me would be in January, we'll probably have to spend money. And obviously the most obvious or the most popular rumor is Gakpo, the kid from PSV. But again, it remains to be seen because you're going to have to proper sit down with Van Nistelrooy and convince him that you're going to take his captain. Because people forget, Gakpo is the captain at PSV. You have to sit down with Van Nistelrooy and convince him that he has to sell his captain and his star striker. We're going to have to pay over the odds again, man. I'm sorry.
Aaron, you might have watched him a bit more than me. Can he play back to goal? What's his hold-up play like?
His hold-up play is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay.
Well, we need better than okay.
He's more of a type of player who likes to take players on. He's a bit of technique. He's got very good finishing though. He knows how to finish. But back to goal, I wouldn't say he's the best. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
but I think we need a back to goal striker, bro.
Right now, the manager, I think he does like the PMP right now in terms of Rashford. You know what I mean, certain players. But again, Ronaldo, man, flipping hell, man. I'm just praying at Martial. I'm not gonna lie to you guys here. Be honest here. Did you not find it weird? And I'm gonna come to you, Aaron, first here. You don't find it weird that Ronaldo was captain yesterday when the manager had a lot of beef with him and whatnot, and he kind of made him captain? What did you make of that? Because a lot of people were saying it was a bit weird yesterday online that he did that, knowing that what he did as well in terms of leaving him. What do you reckon, Aaron?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. The connection was a bit mad there.
Yeah, so I was saying, did you find it weird as well that Ronaldo was made captain by Ten Hag yesterday when what happened as well? You not? I thought it was a bit mad, and I was thinking to myself, ooh, I don't know what was said, but I don't know if he was trying to prove a point, trying to make him say that no, he is a leader. A lot of people said it was strange. I haven't kind of processed it yet, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think it was a very strange decision by Ten Hag. I didn't understand it, still don't understand it, and we'll probably never know why or how. I mean, okay, you look at all the players that played yesterday, and you look at what's it called? The hierarchy of the dressing room. Yeah. Is there anyone else that could have worn that armband yesterday? Probably Rashford.
Is there anyone else that apparently doesn't speak English? But
I wouldn't have given it to Casemiro. He's just joined the club. I wouldn't do that. You could have given it to De Gea. If anyone, you could have given it to him, but giving it to Ronaldo, I don't know. But maybe at the same time, I'm thinking maybe he's given Ronaldo the chances that everyone's been crying out for. Because remember, everybody's crying in the media and fans as well.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not starting. Well, he's starting every game now. Well, he should be made the leader. Well, he's the leader now. He's been given the captain's armband. And we just haven't seen anything, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, Saeed. Like, yesterday, it feels like, I'm really not trying to disrespect him, but it feels like playing with 10 men.
I said it.
It feels like, oh, did you say that as well?
Yeah. You know, we've only won 3
like,
in the last 4
Aaron, where have you been, Aaron? We've been saying that from the first game he played.
But I've been saying it as well. I've been saying it as well. But obviously, yeah, his fans have been crying
3
out.
wins in the last 14, Aaron, with Ronaldo apparently. We only won 3.
It's like we're playing with 10 men. And people say, yeah, but he's involved in the play. Like, listen, dropping deep as a striker, doing a little 1-2 here and there doesn't mean you're involved, because you're not doing anything when you're dropping deep and just doing a little 1-2 and then you run back into position. You might as well have stayed there and let someone else do that little 1-2. Like, I don't know, man. We have to find a solution and try and part ways, because at this point, it's like it's forced, man. It's really forced, this Ronaldo thing. People are begging for him to start. He's starting, because all I've been hearing when he was on the bench at the start of the season was, when he's on the pitch, he guarantees goals. He's got a big game mentality, big game. We haven't seen that once.
Yeah.
We haven't seen this big game mentality. We haven't seen the goals. And now we're about to play Barcelona. Realistically speaking, this is a weakened Barcelona. Realistically speaking, Ronaldo should be dunking on these guys.
Yeah.
But we all know that's not going to happen, because he's not that guy anymore.
You can't even dunk. Listen, Mings was dunking on him.
Dunking on him, bro. Dunking on him.
That's probably the only thing that I liked he did yesterday. It was, throw Mings to the floor. That's probably the best thing he done.
Throw Mings to the...
That was the best thing he done in the game.
Bit of UFC, bit of grappling.
Bit of UFC,
He's always on the floor, man. He's always on the floor. And like I said, yeah. And by the way, there's 700 people watching. Guys, I want to see everyone like the video. Make sure you guys are liking this video. You know what gets me is the fact that he wants to take all the free kicks. Doesn't hit the first. He hits the first man. Like, he's on the floor rolling. And you know where it is here? I said this a lot last season, Lordin, and I got absolutely killed. Statman Bayes tried to clip me. A lot of people tried to clip me. And I said, yeah, and you see it, Lordin. I think, Aaron, when you were at the game, you see it. You see, like, Ronaldo, even though he was scoring goals, bro, his overall game was like, I was a bit sad watching it, because I was like, he's getting bullied off the ball. He's falling on the floor. I didn't like it. I just thought to myself, nah, man, I'm not really feeling this. I enjoyed it at the start. Don't get me wrong, I was singing Viva Ronaldo in the stadium, yeah. But when you start to see his overall game and his deficiencies overall game, you was like, nah. And that's why I said it in like March of this year that, nah, Ronaldo looks finished to me. And now people are starting to see it clearly and evidently. And it's one of them where, right now we've got Ronaldo, Rashford, and Garnacho probably going to start on the weekend, because I don't know if Ante's going to be available. Obviously, Martial, he might get some minutes on Thursday, Nuruddin, but right now, I think we just have to survive until Sunday, which I'm not confident Sunday, I'll be honest with you. Man like Pereira, preseason Pirlo, mate. I'm telling you, man.
He's living his best life, bro.
He's living his best life, yo. And you know what? He will come out. You got Mitrovic. You got me like, bro, Fulham ain't gonna be easy, Lordin, And all of a sudden, this top 4, where we were comfortable and we could have got 5 points clear of Chelsea.
Listen, are they playing in the League Cup as well?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
they'll play all their second team in the youth in the League Cup, and their proper team will be ready. They'll be ready.
I don't think they are actually. Fulham fixtures.
Listen, to me, it's simple, innit? The Ronaldo argument. People forget that Ronaldo's been playing professional football since he was 17, 18. He's played a lot of football. As fit as he's been, as amazing as he's been. Like, when I say things about Ronaldo now, it's sad, because this Ronaldo is not the Ronaldo that won 3 back-to-back. It's not the Ronaldo that in our lifetimes that has won the Ballon d'Or, dunking 40 goals for that season as a winger. It's not that Ronaldo. Like, that Ronaldo is not there anymore. He's a shadow of a player that he was. Last season, we already said it, Saeed. When we went to certain games, we don't just watch the ball. We see what's going on, the movement of the ball. And at times he was falling over. and now he has played, I think, 4 out of the last 5 games, he started 4 in it. If you say Everton, that Chelsea didn't start. So Everton, he started against. So he started against. Who did he start against?
Tottenham.
No, he didn't start against Tottenham.
No, he didn't start against Tottenham. He didn't.
So Chelsea, after the Chelsea, he played every game, and that means including the Europa League, 2 Europa League games. So 4 games started and finished. 4 games. And he looks a shadow of himself.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's like, this guy, I'm like, why do you want to destroy your legacy like that? Why do you want to destroy your legacy?
Yeah. I think for me, like I said, man, we just have to have a plan, you know, and build off this now. You get me? Like, I just think there's so much deadwood in this squad.
For me, I want to talk about what's happening to Sancho. Why is this mystery illnesses? What's happening with Anthony?
Anthony, I think he was in training, and then all of a sudden he was out the picture. Like, he was obviously not fit enough to start. But the Sancho one, apparently, is tonsillitis. He's got tonsillitis.
Get them taken out, mate. Get them taken out.
I don't know. This is what I mean.
Them last year as well.
That's what I said. I said that last year. He had. I said it on the show yesterday that I'm sure Sancho had tonsillitis last year. So I don't know what's going on with that one. It started off as a sickness, but then it kind of was like tonsillitis. So I don't know, man. But at the minute, Nordin, there is no quality, and Ten Hag is almost kind of like he can't play his full style of play yesterday. And the midfield, did he get the midfield wrong, Nordin, yesterday?
100%. 100%. If you're going to play Eriksen, you don't play him deep line. You play him up the pitch as a number 10.
Yeah, well, there you go. And Donny did do well. Again, it's one for the people that, you know what I mean, want something against Donny. I'm not going to lie to you. I just think for me...
Donny needs to leave in January, Saeed. Donny needs to leave in January for his own sake. That was his first start in 18 months.
And probably his last.
18 months. This kid needs to go and be gone in January. That's what needs to happen.
You reckon we get any money out of him? That's the thing. You know, when you talk about Deadwood here, how much can we recuperate from signings now at the minute? Donny van der Beek, right now, I think it'll be a loan. I think it'll be another loan, then a loan, then you finally buy him. We've got to loan him out to prove some.
We don't have any football operators who can do this properly. We don't. They've proven it. We can't do it. Glazonomics. As long as Glazonomics is there, Man United are not selling anybody to recruit. We made what 10 million out of Pereira. We made 15 million nearly. I think all of the package from the kid that we sold to Everton.
Yeah, Ghana.
We made 20 million the season before from Leeds, didn't we? And now where is he playing now? He don't play for Leeds anymore, does he?
Fulham, Daniel James.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dan James. Dan James coming for us. Dan James is coming for us as well.
Oh,
we forget that, man. Dan James is coming for United.
You know what? It just shows you, man, like the match.
So the last player that Man United sold and made a bit of profit was Dan James.
Yeah.
You remember any other player other than since Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Since Ronaldo, we made money from. They don't. The Glazers don't move like that. They're not savvy. So
you know what?
When everybody's coming at me, some people in the comments I can see going, that's like saying, well, what you said is right, then that means we should not be in the Premier League. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we cannot compete. Manchester United.
There's a lot to sort out, you know, for Ten Hag, you know. Let me just run through the squad. Aaron, I'm going to bring you in as well, yeah?
Let's go.
100 likes. We need to get that to 300 likes, people. Let's do it. You know what, Aaron, yeah? Look at the squad here. So, you would argue Dean Henderson doesn't have a career at United. Tom Heaton.
Not after his comments at the start of the season. I think he's done. And by the way, those comments at the start of the season were completely unnecessary. And he's looked like an absolute muppet since the start of the season.
Yep.
How many goals has he conceded up until now, Dean Henderson? Like, you're
record start. He's conceded record start for a goalkeeper in Premier League.
He's been talking all this talk, and bro, you're getting smacked every single week.
Yeah.
You should be more humble, man. I think his career is done at Man United as well. Remember that comment that he made when he said, I didn't want to stay because I didn't want the manager to see. No, if I stayed, the manager would have kept me.
God. Well, he's definitely saw you now. Nottingham Forest. You absolutely, honestly.
Nah.
Maybe I've never
Nah.
rated Henderson.
No. You know what?
Honestly.
For balance. To be a footballer, to make it through all the things, to you to have a professional career, you have to back yourself. There's backing yourself, and then there's level of delusions in it. Delusions.
That's what I mean, bro. It's
My guy's got
delusion.
grand
Yeah.
delusions.
And this guy here, United bought this Dubravka guy here for him not to play a single minute so far because we have to pay certain money if he plays a certain amount of games. Well, get a
Is that the
keeper.
reason?
Yeah, man. Well, then get a keeper that you can
Wow.
play from the start. Flipping United, man. What are you doing, man? Like, seriously. This guy here.
I did not know this, you know. I'm actually shocked.
Yeah, man. Honestly, if we play for a certain amount of games, it triggers a clause that we have to pay. So that's why, bro. And then I was thinking to myself, nah, that ain't the reason. I was thinking, but listen, he's not been playing a game, or the manager just don't rate him. That's another bad thing. Then if the manager don't rate him, why did we buy him?
That is true. Yeah.
Victor Lindelof, I'm done with this guy. You know what? If you ever hear me rate Lindelof again on this channel or anywhere else, yeah, you can come. And honestly, man, you can slap me in the face.
You can't just blame the whole performance on yesterday on him.
Nah, man, I'm done with this guy, man. You know what I'm doing with this guy, yeah?
Now that you're used to an aggressive defender, you can't then blame the guys who are passive. They've been passive for years.
No, but I'm just tired of Lindelof, man. Every single time, yeah, and he's got this in him. And again, man, the first goal is his fault, by the way, because he's not in the position that he needs to be in. And Martinez, this third goal is absolutely horrendous. What he's allowed Watkins to travel with the ball all the way into our area and our goalpost. Oh my god! But for me, you have to get rid, man. I'm sorry. End of the summer, get rid of Lindelof. I don't care if he has good performances. We'll give him his credit where it's due. But other than that, I'm done. Eric Bailly again. He'll be gone in the summer. Let's get rid of him. Phil Jones, go. Harry Maguire, go. Obviously, we're going to keep Lisandro, Tyrell, Rafael Varane, Dalot. Luke Shaw, I don't know, man. Give him a contract. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm still a bit undecided. Telles, get rid. Wan-Bissaka, get rid. Brandon Williams, get rid. Twanzebe, get rid. Menji, probably not good enough.
No. He's been injured, Saeed. He only played.
Man, listen.
After 8 months of injury here, but only played the other week.
Listen.
He's 20 years old, Saeed. Stop it.
He'll be another Twanzebe, mate. I'm telling you now, man. I'm not going to lie to you. We'll see anyway. We'll see. Alvaro Fernandez, keep. I think there's a bright future there. Bruno, keep. Christian Eriksen, keep. Amad Diallo, we'll have to wait and see. Fred, I ain't going to lie to you.
Good night, Vienna. Good night.
There you go. Aaron, you could chip in if you want as well. If you think anybody, Fred, would you give him one more season? Do you think it's part of Ten Hag's plans? Because if he was part of Ten Hag's plans, yeah, surely you would have seen him come off the bench or something. Like,
I think he is part of Ten Hag's plans, but I think Ten Hag sees him as a squad player.
There you go. So if he's a squad player, would you rather keep him because he could give you something different, or would you rather have a player who's dynamic enough to understand that we could play a different way when we lose him? Because I feel like Fred, yeah, don't get me wrong, he's useful in certain games, but I just feel like ultimately you're going to be limited to where you use him. And when you're limited to where you use a player, it's going to be difficult to get the best out of him. That's my own opinion.
I'm sorry, but Fred's got to go. Man United are going to try to compete.
There you go then. Sport Genius says, Saeed, I know you slated Arsenal for the process. Now you must trust Ten Hag process. Have some patience and believe in the manager / process. Of course, man. Listen, nobody's going to go mad at the manager or disrespect the manager. We're going to give him as
you can constructively criticize him, though.
Absolutely.
Some of the decisions in against Villa were crazy. Palestri's got to go. Van der Beek has got to go. Scott McTominay's got to go. If Man United want to go places.
Hannibal's doing decent at Birmingham, so we'll see. He's too young. Ronaldo got to go. I still think. I'll be honest with you. With Martial, yeah, I'm going to wait till the end of the season to fully justify that one.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously, we're going to keep number 11. We can't speak about Anthony. Keep Jadon Sancho again. You know, I might come back to that one. Ilanga, get rid. I'm done with this guy.
He's only young. Why is that? Are you blaming? Why are you blaming the young
player? Okay, he needs a loan.
Yeah, I think he needs a loan spell.
He needs a loan spell. Shola Shortire. I've never really I've seen him at youth level. I thought he was quality, man. But I think me and you, Aaron, I think we went to that game, remember, at youth level. We used to watch a couple of games.
Yeah, we did.
But again, he's not been given his chance. Garnacho, this is the one, mate. I'm telling you now. for me, you got to keep playing him.
United
But
are only
Sancho-
playing him. By the way, Man United think they're clever. They're only playing him so he signs a contract. Just letting you know out there, people. Letting you know.
Well, there you go.
We're only blaming him. How much
And
does that
honestly-
say? That's 30 players we've got there. 30 players registered, yeah?
Yeah.
In the first team squad. And it's shameful that he can only use 11 or 13.
Or 13 at max, he can only use. And then you've got Sancho again. It's a big season, you know, for him or whatnot, because I don't think the manager is going to be like, yo, your position is safe and that. People have got to prove to him, you know. Like, that's what the way I look at Aaron. Like, a lot of these players have got to prove to the manager that, yo, I want to be part of your plans, because I still think this is not a Ten Hag team. I still think that we're at least 2 or 3 transfer windows before you see a full Ten Hag team.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I said as well.
Ask a question to Aaron. Aaron, you know the people, Twanzebe people. I'm hearing that it's something off the pitch that's holding him back. It's not just the injuries.
Oh, I've not heard anything. I don't know. As far as I know, was he not injured and then he came back or something? Was he not?
No, what happened was he got put as part. So Brandon Williams, Phil Jones were all told you don't have a place in this squad and you must train with the under 23s. So they don't have dressing room. They don't have a locker. Apparently, these guys, they don't have anything basically, because the manager's like, it's too much the squad. So they're separately training. Obviously, some of them are injured. Don't get me wrong, but they've been told to kind of be away from the squad. That's what I read in the article.
Wow.
I think it was about 2 months ago. So they're not training with the first team. Like, where's Phil Jones been? I mean, there's not been anyone there.
So that means they're gonna leave in January then.
Well, the problem is that we don't have any resale value. Like, what? How much is Twanzebe going to go for? Like, he went to Napoli and flopped. Like, I don't know where these guys go. Like, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, he got injured again.
He got injured at Napoli. He got injured.
Listen, in terms of attributes, he's got all of the attributes to play alongside Martinez. It's just too injury prone. He has got the pace. He's good at reading the play. He's better than Maguire and Lindelof. He's more aggressive than them in a challenge. He is.
He's the one that I think for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. When he came at United, and especially the Jose Mourinho era, I thought he was going to be top United defender. Injuries have just caught the better of him, and that's just unfortunate for a player of his quality.
So
you know?
He played amazing for that season when Villa came. He didn't miss many games.
But that was the weird thing, because when he played with Villa on loan, I think he played throughout the whole season. And he was one of their best players throughout the whole season. Then they got promoted.
And then
they got promoted.
And then obviously Gerrard came there, and then he didn't play him because the United academy.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I think for me, like I said, Ten Hag. I just thought
he's captain under 14. I think under 15, 16, 17. You know, like he's captain Man United senior team. Oli gave him the captaincy because he's the captain and a leader. So's Mengi. Mengi is an absolute leader as well. And Mengi is at an injury and was out for eight months. He only played the other day. 23.
Let's look at under 23s, because I feel like we have to think about our under 23s. I'm not gonna lie to you. Why did Ten Hag loan out Ethan Laird when he doesn't like Wan-Bissaka? And he gave
no. I think that's a good thing. I actually think that's a good thing.
You actually loan him out. He's got to develop. He's got more development.
He's got to develop, and he's developing well, because from what I'm reading,
I know he is.
From what I'm reading, everyone at QPR is so happy with him, and it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to keep him if they get promoted. Do you know what I mean? But if they don't get promoted,
Aaron. But then again, it's to the detriment now of us, because Wan-Bissaka's not favoured by the manager. And I got told by Adam, he was meant to come on in the Europa League game, and then Adam seen him in the stands with him. So I don't know. He got put to the stands.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, man. Adam,
I read a tweet. I don't know how true the tweet is, or where, like, if the source is reliable, but I read a tweet saying that Man United are ready to ship him back to Crystal Palace on loan.
No,
because they need on loan. Sorry, because their right back at the moment, their two right backs are Ward and Nathaniel Klein, and they're aging. They're not getting any younger, so they need a young not centre back. They need a young right back who's going to fit in their system. And I think Wan-Bissaka's probably he'll be happy to go and play under Patrick Vieira.
No, but Aaron, though, John Salako told me in an interview, who works at the club, that they offered 10 million and United refused it. So if United want more money, We're going to be keeping this guy.
Yeah, but you got to remember, bro. You got to remember.
West Ham also offered for 20 million, apparently. West Ham.
But you've got to remember, boys. We bought him for nearly 50 million pounds.
So the L.
United are trying to get at least. They're trying to squeeze at least 30 out of any club that wants him.
No chance.
At least chance. 30 million, bro.
For me, it shows you where Diego Dalot is shattered. Absolutely shattered.
You can tell, innit? You can tell.
Let's look at the squad quickly then. Will
go on.
It's going to take a bit of a while. I don't know if he'll be able to break into the United team. This guy here, Bernard. I know, but he played. I don't know if he's at Hull still, yeah, or if he still plays at Hull. But this guy was very, very highly rated, and I've watched him.
Injuries again for him, massive injuries.
Yeah,
for him.
Yeah.
This guy here, I'm sure this guy's a right back, innit? Guardado.
No idea, bro. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I think he's a right back. Let us know in the chat, but he's meant to be a good right back. Again, will he be given opportunities? I don't know these two. I know Reece Bennett, he's a captain.
Yeah, Reece Bennett is.
He was. So some of these guys, Willie, I'm sure he was part of the under 18s, the one that won the Youth Cup. I'm sure Fish as well.
Oh, okay.
Fish, I know that. Yeah, Fish. Yeah.
Fish was the captain, wasn't it? Wasn't Fish the captain?
I remember I did. I went to watch the under 23s United against Everton, and that Reece Bennett guy looks good. Looks good.
This guy here, man, he should have been at United a long time ago. Ethan
Galbraith, yeah.
Again, this guy here, I'm excited. Isaac Janssen, Aaron. Again, something different. I don't know why the manager doesn't want to throw them in, man. I'm sorry.
Nah, they're too young for this, man. Maybe the Carabao, hey, man, like Tom Huddleston, crazy.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know what, Lord, it might be better than McTominay,
Hey, listen. Could you imagine United having a midfield injury crisis and then Tom Huddleston,
bro? You never know, man. You never know, people. You never know. Can
you imagine? Injury crisis. I'm just painting an imaginary picture. Injury crisis at Man United. Norden. Tom Huddleston plays for Man United, and he actually plays well.
Aaron, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd rather have you playing for Man United before Tom Huddleston.
Can you imagine that, bro?
I'd be like, Aaron, you're coming out of retirement. You're coming out of retirement.
This one here baffles me, Okay, Charlie Savage. Why is it Zidane been given more opportunities in United? Like
the thing that he's not ready. Eric Ten Hag said they're not ready yet.
But you know what?
Yeah, I think we have to trust Ten Hag with his judgment when it comes.
I get trust. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But there's some games I'm like, we could do with that player.
Imagine a guy takes on play. Listen, he's the perfect guy taking on players. I think he's playing some sort of games with a board because he needs more quality in this team before we see it.
Yeah. Obviously, Amari Folson, you got Tyler, Toby Collier, obviously Garnacho, Charlie McNeil again. I don't know when he'll be given an opportunity. I think he's the next big thing in terms of strikers that we've got. Joku, yeah. Mateo Medja, I'm not too sure of, and Noam Amarin, I'm not sure of. But Charlie McNeil, again, there's been opportunities last year I thought he could have played when we just had no.
That's crazy because Kobe Manu's not there. How come Kobe Manu's not there?
He's probably in the under 18s. He's probably in here.
Oh, he's with the under 18s.
Yeah, but he plays under 23s now.
I know. But obviously, they're probably not updated it. He's right there, man. The next big thing, man. Again, in the next 2 or 3 seasons, you'll probably see, like, maybe next season. Maybe next season.
We need to see him now. I need to see him on Thursday.
Thursday? Nah, you won't see him on Thursday, man. Did you see Aston Villa's bench?
I need to see him and Zidane Iqbal on Thursday, mate, and Charlie Savage. If it's me, if I was in charge of that game, I'm picking Charlie Savage, Iqbal, Manu, mate, combo 3 midfield, mate.
You know what? They rested Aaron, Kamara, and John McGinn, and they rested him for the game on Thursday. They rested players yesterday. They had a better bench than us.
But I think they'll be. I think on Thursday.
He's not been on fire. McGinn's been on the bench since Gerrard left. He's not been playing well.
I think on Thursday there'll probably be a mentality change. I think Ten Hag, we've seen his post-match interview. He said it was not good enough, and I like the fact that he keeps on saying that this is not good enough. We need to improve. He's not easily satisfied, and I like that. And yeah, he probably ripped into the players, bro, after the game. Probably ripped into them, bro. So I expect a mentality change. Sorry,
Aaron, how can you rip into players who are fatigued?
No, but because like no, then we weren't terrible. Like I keep saying this, we weren't terrible on yesterday. Because even when we conceded the 2-0, we did most of the things that we did in the game, the passing, the overlaps, the looking for spaces. We did everything right. We just couldn't score. And the chances that we did create, like that Ronaldo header, that should have been a goal.
I know.
No, Aaron, people told me,
excuse.
Aaron, let me stop you there. People told me that if Ronaldo had that chance against Newcastle, he would have buried it. Well, he had an easier one yesterday, and then what happened?
Even when you think about it, like, you know, the Dalot chance, man, why did he cut it back? Like, there was a weird one there, but we didn't create enough, man. I don't think we created enough. We don't have anything on the bench to kind of do things differently. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know what? Yeah, let me ask you a question. Would you guys take Tielemans in January if he's available?
No.
Tielemans.
Would I what? Sorry.
Take Tielemans in January if he became available in January.
I wouldn't. You know what? I've watched that guy. I'm not convinced.
I think there was a period where we should have gone in for him, and I think that ship has not sailed yet, but it's slowly sailing. So if he doesn't get a move in January or next season, then yeah, I don't want him.
Okay.
Me personally, listen. What's the guy that plays for Mönchengladbach?
Which one?
Kone.
Yeah, Man United need to go and get him.
Oh, you like the look of Kone?
I think he'd be a massive upgrade.
Okay.
On Fred, on McTominay, less to a certain extent on Eriksen because of the energy and defensive capabilities in our midfield.
Yeah.
He can also carry a football. He can carry the ball. He's decent passing, but his most thing that he can play in away games where he can offer us a bit of tenacity and bite with Casemiro. Because Casemiro is brilliant positioning, but he can't get around the pitch. He needs help. I'm playing 30-year-olds in that midfield away to Villa. When they've got that type of midfield, it's not happening.
Yeah. Big up to Champagne Pappy. We will be speaking on this on Nuruddin's channel in deeper detail. How the hell are FSG selling before Nuruddin, before Liverpool, and before the Glazers sell Man United? The Parasite family is the worst thing ever to happen to this football club. No ambition. I wish nothing but the worst for their family. I'm not going to lie to you. It's one of them where Liverpool, right now, there's not much details because it was a bit conflicted. It was like selling.
No, that's it. I'm going to confirm
Let me finish. But the fact that they are saying that we're willing to sell gives you the biggest indication. If they came out and said Liverpool is not for sale, then this story wouldn't come out. But the fact they haven't said that, for me, gives me kind of like the kind of initiative that, you know what, they are selling the football club. So listen, they're doing their thing. The Glazers, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think there's too much in it for the Glazers that they're just not willing. And also they're putting the money so high up that it just stops any interest from any of the kind of potential owners. But listen, we'll just discuss it in detail on Nuruddin's channel after this. But Aaron, it's good to have you back. Hopefully we can have you on the channel every week.
Aaron, man.
Yo, listen, I would
I want to ask you the question while we're live, innit, bro?
Yes,
are you doing videos again?
Absolutely. I've got a video out right now on my channel. Go check it out.
There you go.
Go check it out. So what I'm doing now,
man, we need to see each other, man. Do collaborations, bro.
What I'm doing now is so I've gone away from the whole like match reactions and all of that. But what I'm doing is every Friday night, so let's say 7, 8, or 9 p.m., I'm gonna drop a video, and in that video, I'm gonna talk about everything that happened in the week. So it could be Premier League, it could be Champions League, Europa League, anything. Do you know what I mean? Anything football. On the pitch and off the pitch as well. So it could be, I don't know, there's a lot of discussion around VAR, like, and how VAR is not really helping. So we can talk about that on my channel. But it's every Friday I release a video on my channel. So make sure you go and subscribe. So this week, there's going to be loads to talk about. Brazil released their squad, so I'm going to talk about that. And yeah, man. So yeah,
are you going to the World Cup, man? Are you going to the World Cup with the BBC? That's the question.
Nah, man. Unfortunately, I'm not, man. They didn't send me, bro. They didn't send me.
To be fair, it's difficult even to get a hotel. I was told about no hotels in the summer. So
listen, hotels in Qatar are
you know what they're doing? You know what they're doing?
They're
They've
doing
got
containers, bro.
ships. They've got massive ships, yeah,
I
just
know.
docking on the bay as hotels.
I know.
And on top of that as well, Nudin, they've got areas where it's just containers, and they're
I
using
know.
containers, and they're building the containers and turning them into hotels, bro.
Should never been a place where you do the World Cup, man. If you can't accommodate for the people, I'm sorry,
It's
man.
crazy, isn't it? Like, but
You know what I mean?
obviously, as a football fan, I'll be happy to see 3 games a day, bro. I am not gonna complain.
Yeah, 10 a.m. man, 10 a.m. games.
3 games,
bro.
10 a.m., 1 a.m. No, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m., 4. I'm not gonna complain, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna complain.
Absolutely. Florian Neuhaus, similar player to De Jong in midfield again. Yeah, very, very good player.
Oh, by the
Ronan-
way, shout out to Frankie de Jong as well. You know, he said he didn't want to come to Old Trafford because he didn't want to play Europa League football. Well, guess what, mate?
You're
Coming
coming.
in February, mate.
You're
Yeah.
coming to Old Trafford to hear that. Whoa, whoa, you're gonna hear that, mate.
You know what? I think we need to go and show him around Manchester. Take him for a pie.
Donny can.
Take him for a kebab. Frankie, if you're watching, I'll take you for a slap top curry, mate. No problem.
We'll put Frankie on Nudin's bike.
Yeah.
I'll give him a back here around Manchester. No problem.
Yeah. No, you need to go on a bike ride with Ten Hag, man. You need to go to Old
I'm
Trafford.
telling you, he likes riding bikes as well. Ten Hag likes to
I've
ride
not
bikes.
seen him yet. I've not caught him. But listen, after that video that guy released with the kid chasing
Guardiola.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
see
wanna
the video of
tell my
Guardiola
guy.
in the lift? You see Guardiola in the lift with the woman, and they're taking a video of him, and he's a bit like awkward, man. He needs to chill out,
Really?
Guardiola. I get it. Like, yeah, man, he's in the lift, and some females are basically taking a video of him, and he looks at it like, yeah, and then he just walks off. Like, it's crazy, man. I think he's very, very like, he lives in his own bubble. He doesn't really socialize with people. So it is what it is.
He does, but I don't think he just wants video. He wants people to say hello. But sticking a camera in somebody's
Yeah,
face-
but everyone, if you listen to everyone's what's it called, interview, and when they talk about Pep, he's a madman. He is obsessed with football. Like, I remember Arjen Robben gave an interview, and he said when he was playing at Bayern Munich and Guardiola was coaching, he said, "Yo, Guardiola's a madman." I mean, I remember receiving a phone call at 3 a.m. from Pep, and he was talking about tactics at 3 a.m. calling like,
I know,
Pep's a madman. He's crazy.
It's a madman.
But yeah, man, big up to everybody. Big up Aaron is back. Like I said to you, make sure you guys like the video. Apparently, we didn't even reach 300 likes, man, which is a bit shocking. But listen,
Come on,
it is what
guys,
it is.
man. Come on.
For the return of Aaron, that is pitiful. People moving like Man United, you know, as an operation, you know, moving like Man United.
Listen,
Absolutely pitiful, that.
crazy. But listen, people, head over to United Real Therapy. Listen, people, we're out.
We're going to talk about FSG.